shit going on. How many people we got? We got 5 people so far. Yo, yo. Aunt Dub, what's the deal? Y'all gonna get a little bit of sun glare.
We've been up since.
Let's see if I can get my AirPods on. Hey, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me and I got my AirPod in. Lorenzo, greetings. What's the deal? Y'all can hear me? London, what's the deal? Holistic Hunts, what's going on? I might get some sun glare because it's like super sunny out here. Okay, cool, clear. I might get some sun glare. I'm gonna try to go in shady spots. How many people in here? Got like 25 people so far. Where everybody at? Choose wisely. What's the deal? See how many people we get in here first. Got 30 people so far. More shade up here. There we go. Try to go somewhere where it's shade at. Peace, peace. Bobo, what's the deal? Torrance, what's the deal? What's the real one knows? What's going on? Apologies for the glare if you guys are getting a lot of glare. Yeah, it's like 110 out here in Vegas. I got my Jackie Robinson throwback on. I'm cool over here in the shade. I'm gonna try to stay in the shady spot, but y'all can see MGM. This is a lot of you people probably been here before, but the lazy river at the MGM. And it's full of pools over here. So I had to get situated before I could come on. I'll get some more people in. We only got 40 people so far. 40, 42. There we go. 40 people. Where y'all at? 42 people. Salute, Vincent. What's the deal, Vincent? Y'all come to Vegas. This is where y'all want to come. MGM Grand be popping. Especially if you're trying to go to the pool. Yeah, pools everywhere. JR, what's the deal? Yeah, it's gorgeous out here. It's hot as hell, too. A lot of people out here. You got 47 people so far. 47, 46. Yeah, and Dubs, MGM Signature over there as well. That's the signature right there. MGM Grand right here. You about to be headed back in there now, cause too damn hot to stay here for too long. But yeah, check it out. I mean, on the other side, way over there, if you ever stay at the Signature, it's like a club pool. It'd be popping. It's crazy. Yeah. Where we at? Got 42 people so far. Let's get some more people in here first. Thank you. Check it out. Want to get some more people in here. Conscious Rod, what's the deal? So things playing orders of Greek and Romans. The Greeks and Romans. We got into that with the Etruscans, uh, and we know a couple other civilizations. Carthage, Black Carthage. So Greeks and Romans, Etruscans, Roman, Carthage, Greeks, all black. It's the MGM right here, guys. A lot of cool shit. Y'all ain't never been here. Y'all sleeping. Yeah, it is too hot here, man. It gets like really hot. You got to be built for it. But let me tell you this: this is the heat here is nothing compared to when we go to Egypt. It's that heat is a different heat, man. It's a different heat. It's just like I don't even know how to explain that heat over there. Same thing in Dubai. Like that heat there is like crazy, crazy, crazy heat. MGM Grand Garden Arena. You've seen a lot of people get knocked out here. A lot of fights here. I left my rag at the pool. Shit. So yeah, I was in the pool. I had to change up. That's what took so long. I had to change my clothes and all that. Excuse me while I wipe off my brow. Much better. All right, what was he talking about? Right, the house that Floyd built. Ryan D'Angelo, what's the deal? Yeah, Phoenix definitely got that heat too. Phoenix heat is crazy. But I'm telling you, like probably Thailand, Dubai, Egypt, probably like the craziest heat I've experienced since in my travels so far. Uh, Thailand is a different heat too. Like at night, when it hit like the 70s, you'd be freezing because you'd be so used to experiencing like 112, 13 all day. 70 degrees be actually cold. I know, right? Chicken grease all on your face. I wish I had some damn chicken. I ain't had a chicken in a minute. I've been chilling. My diet is so basic now. Lone Wolf, what's the deal? Let me see who else here. You got 53 people so far. Who else in here? Yeah, we will be live here tomorrow. And no, I'm getting a lot of people wanting me to change the time. A lot of older people, which I can understand. Cause yeah, if you guys ever come and stay at MGM, the Signature is probably your best bet. If you got like a lot of people, you can stay at the MGM Grand. You got like a regular hotel suite. But if you stay at the Signature, which is like right across where I'm going now, you get a whole apartment, full kitchen, the whole nine. It's much better. Yeah. Merkabah, what's the deal? Peace. That's a dope name, by the way. Torrance, what's the deal? That's a lot of y'all in here. Papa Lance, what's going on? Joy Boy from H-Town, what's up? We got 57 people. Let's see. 60 people now. Oh, snap, we're getting there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Egypt, super hot. That heat is completely different. And when you out there, like you see, well, same thing in like Dubai. When people go to Dubai, you see them wear the garbs, and they wear it for a reason because it's like it keeps you cool. Like anything light, linen, it keeps you cool. Like you feel the breeze. And yeah, the balcony suite, exactly. One bedroom. They got two bedroom joints too. The lecture is probably going to be a couple hours. Probably going to be a couple hours. Yeah. So it depends on how many people show up. I'm gonna get into the lecture. We got 61 people so far. Let's get some more people on here. Show us the sneakers and we will buy the membership. Ivory, you funny? Sneakers are done. Like I told you, most of those I was a reseller. My collection is still a good collection, but most of those sneakers in there was like for sale. I sold like a lot of those. Probably one of my little hustles. I got a good sneaker connect. A couple of them now. MGM Grand. Got 66 people so far. We need more. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people not from the U.S. in there. 68 people now. Yeah, your son is yeah. If he a reseller, he knows. If you get them cheap, like even if you don't have a buyer right away, buy them. Just buy it. You find a good deal on them, especially bulk. Just buy them all because the time going to come to sell them, and you'll make your money back and then some. Yeah, the lecture will come right out. Like as soon as the lecture is over and it's edited, it will be released immediately. So everybody who gets the who joins the live, you guys will automatically get the email for the lecture. Probably, I'm gonna say probably like 4 hours after it ends. probably like 4 hours after it ends, everybody get email because you got to edit it because I'm gonna show pictures and everything. I mean, if it's enough, because I'm trying to present everything to where I have to do very little editing, you know, intro stuff like that. But if I don't have to do too much editing on it, then I'll just send it to everybody. So everybody who's in the lecture, you guys will you'll get the email immediately. See Corrigan, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I'm headed over here to MGM Signature now. It's just like my staycation place. Even though I live here, I got you know, a crib here in Vegas, of course. This is still like, if you're on the strip, you got the family, or you just want to get away and hit the strip. MGM Signature is a good spot. It's like, 2 blocks over from the actual strip, but mall across the street, Planet Hollywood. And, like I said, you get a whole suite, but it's, conference halls and stuff you can book. Same thing like in MGM, most of these hotels, you can rent conferences and everything like that. And it's like what? I think it's like 3 towers. Good view. I came here from like when I remember, dual citizenship in Sweden. So I needed to keep a residency. I was in LA going to school, and I had to keep a residency here in America. So that's why went through a lot of issues with, finding a spot in LA. So I ended up just coming out here. Like it's just cheaper and got friends out here, military buddies and everything. So it wasn't a hard decision. Plus, the gambling, the sports betting. We got 70 people so far now. Try to get more people in the chat. Hmm? The other thread coming down at the same time. That always happens. Oh, you guys got it. Elevator. Yeah, I got people here. It might be um, a class here for this lecture. We'll probably have like some people in the room. We'll see how that goes. I got to do a sound check and make sure everybody's not going. It's not going to be too crazy. There we go. Elevator. What's this? 34th floor penthouse. So that's where we at. And from the 34th to the, I think like 38th is all penthouses. Let's get in here. 1 second, people. I got my little dog in here, so she's probably making shit. Oh no, hopefully not. Let's get down to the view. All right. That's where we just came from. So you see how close it is. So we just came from down there. The MGM Grand is right there. This is Signature, MGM Signature here. All of it's connected. So you can walk from here to the MGM Grand, down to the pool, everywhere. Top Golf over there, the pool club down there, lazy river, multiple pools. So it's a cool place. Vegas got a lot of hidden gems. Like if you just walk the strip, you're going to be lost. It's so much more than just the strip here in Vegas. Us locals, we barely come to the strip because there's just so much more off the strip. You don't got to deal with all the tourism and all the craziness. Let me see. My dog. Let me see. 1 second. I thought I had this damn tripod set up, but I forgot. Get into this video. I got a lot going on. I had to get straightened out here with the people, and it's just been a busy day. I had to change the time probably like 2, 3 times. It's been busy week. A lot going on. Let me see. XRP. 1 second, guys. Holy shit, so. All right. Fat Draymond Green, really? Draymond Green weigh more than me. My face probably fatter than his though. I'm about 6 foot even. My height. Somebody just asked. Yeah, the Mom Museum is crazy. I checked that joint out. Yeah, trolls eating. I let the trolls have their fun here. Unless they get like stupid, like some insults just be like, huh? Like if you going, insult, be creative. Nothing stupid. Yeah, that's the airport right across. So that is part of the view. I mean, it's not loud. I mean, the mountains in the background is what's even crazier. But you see, like the private planes over there, the whole that's McCarran or Harry Reid Airport. You go Luxor, Mandalay Bay. You guys can see all that shit. See the roller coaster right there. You go to the stadium where the Raiders play right over there. The pyramid they copied, of course, from Egypt. Vegas is a cool city. Like it's not what people think it is. There's a lot more than just the strip. And there's a lot of museums here. Besides my museum, they have an actual natural history museum. Pretty cool place. All right, let me set this camera up. Oh, almost fell. Yeah, so a couple people did ask. I made I changed the price on there. A lot of people asked about that. It's still $24.99. The link is in the description for the people who want it. You know, let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, all right. Where are we at? Okay. Yeah, Joseph, for sure. 100 degrees at 2 o'clock in the morning. If the sun goes going down doesn't mean anything. It's still gonna be hot here. Justin, what's the deal? Yeah, Jackie Robinson. You know, I usually have my Phillies on. Jackie Robinson throwback. What's that? King XRP. What is XRP? What are you talking about? Is you talking about the stock? I'm familiar with a couple other XRPs. Pocket Beats. What's the deal? I appreciate it for checking out the latest videos, man. I've been trying to put out a lot of the endings to a lot of these series that's coming to an end. So I have final videos on a lot of these series that's coming up. So I've been putting the rundowns out for you guys to check out. Now I was saying if you guys find a connect for wholesale sneakers, then definitely buy them. There's a lot of connects out there that got wholesale. Jordans, you know, sneakers is not hard to come by these days. You gotta make sure you got authentic shit because the sneaker heads know they shit. They can literally, I'm one of them. I can look at a pair of sneakers and tell you everything about them quickly. Yeah, we got videos coming to book club on actual books. So I actually recorded a few. I just got to get around to editing those videos and put them out. Yeah, it's tomorrow. The live is tomorrow from here, from MGM. So we're gonna be in a couple places, possibly depending on how this lecture goes. I have a lot of information I want to put out that I'm super passionate about. That I want to get out. It's a lot of history we've been overlooking. A lot of stuff. A lot of people haven't been, saying, putting out about the Moors. Oh yeah, Canada is definitely pricey. You're gonna find your best bet is to find a connect here in America, in the U.S. Yeah, the lamp, I kind of like bent it up a little bit, so it's just chilling. Matter of fact, it's pressed up against the wall. That's why I look like that. Like it's floating on my head, though. Vietnam hat. Eye balance, what's the deal? Who the hell is notification? You funny for that? Oh, okay, okay. The new system for bank transfers. Okay, but that's not the only. That's still up in the air with that. It's a lot of talk in the executive order about the system that they want to put in place for bank transfers. Because one of the things is this, and I think everybody have this problem. There's no reason we shouldn't get instant transfers on every transaction. And you guys understand, which is another thing. So I appreciate everybody that sends stars. I meant to say this before. Do not send you guys can send stars or money on here, like donations on this live. Don't do that. You know, don't send shit here because YouTube don't give us that money. They hold that money for a month because they float loans with it. So that's basically what's happening with transactions. So not only do we pay transaction fees, but a lot of transfers, if you're not sending Zelle, which is why they exist, and these other companies where you can send, a certain amount of money because you can only send, what was it, Zelle 3,500 max? But I mean, then you can send a wire, of course, but then you're paying money. But still, for a lot of business transactions and stuff like that, waiting to get a refund, all kinds of shit like that. Um, No, MPA members, the Saturn final video is on the site. It's on the site right now. And if you paid the 9.99 to get the link, it's in there. It's in that link. Excuse me. But yeah, what I was saying, nobody should be waiting. a day or 3 days or the weekend for any fucking type of transfer. When your company sends out payroll to the banks, it should be instant. So they're trying to change that and make it instant because they're seeing the success instant payments is having. The reason why Uber is having success because the drivers can get paid every single day. They can cash out whenever they want. Amazon, same thing. Amazon was the smartest. They basically hired a bunch of kids fresh out of high school. They got the kids that's young, that's like they really excited to work, but they can cash out. What is it, up to $75 a day or something like that? Amazon workers can cash right out. So everybody's really on being able to cash out and get their money immediately. There's no reason anybody should be waiting for money when it's a wire transfer, electronically anywhere around the world because it's instant. Just like it's people here from London, I'm beaming live, and there's people in London, Germany on here that's watching. It's the same thing with sending money. It's actually faster. So why are we waiting? What's going on? The reason why we're waiting is because they're holding funds because they float loans that way. So I talked about this before. It's bigger than this. So on a bigger scale, a lot of the products you guys see are owned by banks. So I'm gonna tell you one of the prominent ones. If you guys look, you'll see a lot of little commercials and a lot of remedies for foot fungus, right? Something like that. It'd be like for toenail fungus or foot fungus. And they'll give you like a cream or something like that. And they'll guarantee it's going to work. And they'll say money back if it don't work. Now, every type of company that's giving you guaranteed money back if it don't work, we'll give you your money back. But the fine print is this 30 days. You're going to have to wait. So the whole thing is let's get millions of people to pay their money for this product and it'll work for some people. Some people will get frustrated and won't even want their money back because it only costs about $7 or $8. They don't want to go through the headache of trying to get a refund, so they're gonna leave it alone. But the people who do successfully put out for a refund, they gotta wait 30 days. They gotta wait 15 days, 2 weeks. By then, the loans are already being floated. This is how it all works. This is what they're doing. So when they're holding that money, so you can go to, let's say you go and try to get an apartment or a house, or you put money down or they want to hold money and they don't release that money until a certain time after you check out or unless you don't get the apartment. Those are banks. They use that money to float loans, plain and simple. So yeah, this is one of the things they're trying to stop. So and this is part of the problem. What's wrong with the money system is them floating loans, and then by them being able to do that, and you have people that's buying debt. You have debt consolidation companies. Well, those are the ones that help you, but you have a bunch of debt collection companies that basically buy debt. Debt is money now, and it's excuse me. Yeah, fractional reserve banking is a little bit different because that has to do with money they have on hand at the bank. So they can actually loan out. It's sort of like that, yeah. They can actually loan out a certain amount of money, um, less than they actually have on hand, and they do that. It's still going on to this day, but they don't have to do that no more because now everything is digital. They don't have to even do fractional reserve. They can just type in numbers. A lot of money don't even exist. That don't exist. It's just digits. You know what I'm saying? It only exists once you try to get cash, which most people don't do. Everything is digital. Most people are swiping, swiping, swiping. Everything's done with your phone, all digital money. That's why they want to keep it that way. The trick has is way bigger. It's way bigger now. This is why people don't want a gold-backed currency. Because if it's gold-backed, then you actually have to have the gold and the currency. There's no more fiat. There's no more floating money out there and putting stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big thing. A lot of people, it'll fix the system. If we have money backed by gold and silver, it'll straighten things out. But it's really going to hurt fractional reserve banking. It's going to hurt the people that's basically doing what I just said, floating loans by charging hold fees and processing fees and all this stupid shit. Yeah, exactly. And the national debt is greater than any amount of money that they ever printed. That is a fact. And it's like who we owe trillions of dollars to. Who the fuck you owe 1 trillion to that ain't came and collected the money yet? That ain't knocked on the door for their $1 trillion. You can't get no debt up that high and people ain't going to war. We're going to war over $1 trillion. There's no fucking way. So that tell you it's some bullshit. What country is going to allow you to be trillions in debt to them and not come for that money? You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. Let's see. Big manipulation. Oh yeah, Hector. Yeah, crypto is a must. So you guys should still be invested in it because it ain't going nowhere. But it's going to be completely different depending on how the government implement their CBDC. Oh, excuse me. Swimming make you tired, man. I swear. No, NPA members. Somebody asked that already. Don't have to pay for anything. That's already been out. Let me see. According to yeah, yeah. So like it's the U.S. currency. They don't even have to devalue it anymore. It's going to be like basically crippled by popular demand. You understand? So we already had two, Gaddafi down, Saddam down, because they wanted to get rid of the dollar as the world reserve currency, and that's what it's going to come down to. They're probably going to end up going to war because of that, because everybody's going to come up against the dollar and say no more. It's done. We're not accepting it. We're going to war. We got to change this currency. We don't want to do business in dollars anymore. And the value of the dollar is going to drop drastically. And then we can blame everybody else for that. And then war would be like understandable because of that, there's going to be problems with trade, buying shit, shortages on food. And the people are not going to give a shit. They're just going to want everything to be fixed. So war is going to be justified in everybody's eyes once that happens. Yeah, a lot of people ask me this question about that everyday king about not working. You can see they're slowly. There's robots out the ass. We got a lot of them here. We got robot bartenders here, robot waitresses here in Vegas. They're slowly taking over uh, jobs, and they making French fries now. They got robots making burgers. So eventually, it's going to dwindle down to where machines going to take over all these manual labor jobs for the most part. Because food is food and the way it is, like high end dining, still going to need chefs for that. That job is not going nowhere. Programmers still going to need people for that, even though we got software that can do it. But you still going to need somebody to be a mind, a conscious mind for certain programming. Marcus, what's the deal? Yeah, so they're going to do. We're going to see a wage increase, of course. Um, Look what happened in Cali. Cali's 20 an hour now. I never thought we'd ever see anybody that's minimum 20 an hour, and it needs to be for what it costs to live over there. It's ridiculous. Yeah, if you know coding, you're gonna be straight. Yeah, construction jobs ain't going nowhere because it's just certain things you're going to need men to look at that robots can't you know disseminate, except for like things that's like plug and play building. They probably can use robots for that, but I don't think construction jobs is going anywhere. I mean, they're gonna have robot workers to a point, but for the most part, you're still going to need like a foreman. You're still going to need some hands on deck for construction, but I think it will take some jobs, but not take over construction completely. Yeah, certain things robots just can't do. It's just certain things you need a conscious mind there to do, but they're not going to need as many conscious minds to do it. Yeah. Saturday Satan is on Merkabah Academy. If you go to the Never Pay Again section, you should see it right there. Yeah, Merkabah. That's a good question. Yeah, I talked about this before with 2 Timothy 3, 16 to 17 about all scripture is given by inspiration of God. That was my whole point. Inspiration of God. And what is it? It is for reproof of others, for correction of others. That question you asking. And the way they word it, the way it's worded in the Bible is basically saying it's for a certain person to interpret it a certain way when you get down to the bottom of it. So it's one of the things they talk about at seminary, how they teach the priests to teach based off of that, what Second Timothy is saying. And it's basically saying that God has given them the divine like counsel to preach the way that they preach. That's where that comes from. It's mostly Catholicism, Catholic. As far as preachers, pastors in the church, it's left up to them to preach a sermon based on their interpretation of the scripture. So that's what it's all about. So it's up to them to say what they believe because they are supposedly in authority over us. So that passage is speaking more to them than to us, basically. But as we all know, anybody can interpret it, and that's for King James version, because as I said, you go back before the King James version, the earlier manuscripts, earlier Bibles was left up to interpretation by everybody, and everybody knew that. It was like known that the scriptures were up to interpretation and not for people to be taken literal. So that's like the main thing that people got away from once the church took over the way it took over. Remember when what's his name? Mark, not Mark. What is his name? Henry, King Henry VIII. When Henry VIII didn't get his divorce, when he didn't get the Pope, because he wanted the Pope to grant him a divorce from his wife because she couldn't get him any sons. So when the Pope didn't grant him a divorce, he completely changed the Bible, the English Bible, right? Changed it around, got rid of all the Roman stuff, and that kind of followed suit when we got the Geneva Bible, and then when Elizabeth gave us a Bible, or Mary gave us a Bible, and they changed everything. So it took a lot of that stuff out. So all those annotations and everything like that that we saw in the Geneva Bible, all that shit got taken out. Yeah, exactly, real one. Inspiration. They ignore that word. Inspiration of God, not inspiration by God or from God. So inspiration of something that could be of anything, something that don't even exist. No, Ryan, no, no, it doesn't surprise me because just because I was a Christian and I know how that brainwashing work, how deep it is, and when people going through shit, how much they harp on religion for hope and everything like that. So I don't get surprised and just be like, you know what? There's a lot of people who just don't know. They don't know what's going on. They don't know. Like I said, people don't know the history, and they just go off of what the preacher was teaching, and all of the mainstream knowledge of the Bible. People go off that. Okay, we finally hit 100 people. That's good. Brent and Omega, what's the deal? So yeah, since I got 100 people here now, I came on this live to let people know that the time for the live stream tomorrow is going to possibly be moved up. I'll send out emails before that, so we're possibly going to move it up to like around 5 o'clock. So just to let people know a little bit earlier, because there's a lot of people. I know it's people on the West Coast. People get off work at that time, or a lot of people get off work here like 4:30. So 7 o'clock is a good time. We're probably going to stick with that time, depending on everybody else that's involved. But it's a possibility it can get moved up. I will let you guys know way ahead of time. But as I said, everybody who ordered, you guys will automatically get to download the video. Once it's edited, you guys will get emailed the link to download the live once it's done. Everybody who already ordered. Hey, on Beast Coast, send me an email what you're talking about. You saying minoxidil? Okay. I know what you're talking about. The wind is like it's super windy out here today. I'm up so high on it's 34th floor. It's windy as hell up here. No, Vincent, 7 o'clock West Coast. That's why I'm saying we might move it up because that's 10 o'clock. That's 10:30 on the East Coast. A little bit too late for some of the older people. Erica, what's the deal? Good question. Yeah, AM Beast Coast, email me because I got connects for basically everything. But yeah, Erica, good question because my uncle he passed not too long ago, but he was a preacher. My uncle was a huge preacher in Philadelphia and then down in South Carolina. He had a whole congregation at church, and me and him would go at it for a long time. It was funny, like because it was my uncle. I wish I wanted to record our conversations. I still actually have some of them in my Facebook Messenger. We'll go back and forth trading information. But him being for as long as I know, the church I went to was his church growing up, and he was a preacher at our church growing up. So imagine your uncle being a preacher. Like it's a bunch of people at church, and your uncle the man. So I caught on to Christianity because of him. But no, like he had no clue. He didn't have any clue because of the way they're taught in school. And there's a lot of preachers that email me that told me the same thing. It was taught a certain way, and they had no clue about any of this information. They had no clue about the Septuagint. They had no clue about, Vetus Latina, Latin Vulgate, all the codices. They didn't know about the Syriac Peshitta. They didn't know the history of the Bible. They just knew the Bible, and anything that questions the Bible was outside of their realm of thought processing. So they didn't even think about stuff outside of the Bible that could be proving biblical history wrong. Because to them, that's all they knew, and it was like, of course, this stuff is right. And Feast Christopher, I appreciate it. Make sure you buy that the live stream lecture. And yeah, guys, do not send money to this thing because YouTube don't give us this money. Like, don't YouTube holds this money. I don't know when they probably give it to us at the end of the month or something, but they hold this money. They don't give us the money that you guys send. They hold it because, like I said, what I was just saying before, they do this to float loans. Do you know how many emails I get from YouTube asking me to do another live? They keep sending me shit. Oh, you should do another live because they see, and they want people to do lives because people can send in money. So not just for me, don't send nobody money on this shit because they're floating loans and it's just bullshit. Like if people send money this day, if it's the second, you shouldn't have to wait a whole month to get that money. It's fucking bullshit. So YouTube floating loans with that money. But I appreciate it. If you guys want to still send it, send it. But I said just buy a DVD or something or a digital download if you want to support. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys buy. Yeah, exactly. It's 24. Make sure you guys grab the link. It's in the description. Grab your spot for the live tomorrow. I dropped it to $24.99 for today only. Tomorrow it's going to go up to full price, and then it's going to cost that anyway once it's over. So you might as well grab it now. Even if you can't make the live tomorrow, you got the digital download for $24.99 instead of $40. So even if you buy now today, you'll still get the link for the download tomorrow when it's done, and you guys have to pay full price. So it's still $24.99. Link is in the description. Yeah, it's some preachers who do know. I mean, it would have been real easy. Like, man, if I was like a money hungry crazy dude, it would have been real easy to just switch to Christianity because I could what I teach now, I can flip it and make it work for Christianity. That's what some of these people are doing. You can flip this shit and make it work because it's ways you can show Jesus being consciousness, of course, but you would have to stick with him as being still a person that walked, but just had like who was conscious and reached like, Christ consciousness, what have you. But that's what a lot of these preachers are doing. They know the truth. They know what's going on. And because of that, they know how to preach. Yeah, my email is therealmerkabah@gmail.com. Yeah, exactly, MK. Yeah, they know how to manipulate the message. I talked about this with G. Craig Lewis, and G. Craig Lewis is a pastor who was preaching the whole teaching about the Satanism and hip hop industry, and it was fucking genius. By far the most genius preaching I've ever seen as far as manipulating the doctrine. Because G. Craig Lewis had millions of people believing that there are actual demons in the industry, like real demons that took over and possessed these people. He taught people that um, Jay Z and all of them sold their soul to Satan, and now it's a demon that inhabits their body. And this is how he did it. Let me break this down so you guys don't fall victim to this because it was good. So his whole point was this. So if you guys remember, the Nephilim, they drowned them, right? The giants, I should say. So you had, and Genesis is talking about the giants that roamed the earth, right? And they were evil. You know, the sons of God came into the children of men, right? So these beings could not go to heaven. They could not go to hell. So when they died, where did their soul go, right? Where did the spirit go? Couldn't go to heaven, couldn't go to hell. So the spirit was supposedly trapped on earth, right? So his whole teaching was these spirits uh, can be conjured, right? Through meditation and all kinds of stuff, you can conjure these spirits and they'll basically come into you and take over your body and give you fame and fortune if you basically donate your body to them. You know, so that was like his teaching. And he had a lot of like he took a lot of the esoteric, verses from like Beyonce and Rihanna and Jay-Z to make his point, and it was good. See, they're using those points in the music esoterically to show you their knowledge. They know these beings don't exist, so he flipped that and made it as if they're talking about actual beings. EJ Hernandez, what's the deal? That's how he did it. Yeah, it was just the best. I was watching that shit and I was like, yo, this dude is good. Then he had a couple artists help him out with it because he talked about he basically taking a demon out of one of these fucking music artists or whatever, all kinds of shit like that. But it made it real believable. But it's just bullshit. Like I can rip the shit apart in seconds, the stuff he was saying. But to anybody that don't have the knowledge, you will fall victim to it. The link is in the description if you guys looking for it. The link is in the description for the live tomorrow. Yeah, basically kind of a duo body and inhabitants. So it's weird. Yeah, I got into like in most of my videos, Cleo. Yeah, most of the videos, if you go to like my older videos, some of the new ones, I always post like book references. You'll see me if I'm talking about something, I'll post a book up there. To basically that's the book I've read or where I got that information from specifically. Like one of the things I try to do is pay homage to the books I've read, excuse me, that I got my information from. So I'll post them. When you see any video you ever see me do and you see that book pop up there, I read that book. That's one of my books I have. I read it and I posted up there because it has insight into what I'm saying in that specific video. But I'll get into specific books eventually that it's a must read. Which I did that already, but I'll get more deeper into it. Dominic, what's the deal? I'm glad you caught it. My brother live out in St. Louis too. A couple of y'all from St. Louis. I think we don't have any more type of game German coaches there. Ryan, good question. Because people too scared to die. That's what it is. People too scared to die. A lot of people are scared to do this shit. They don't want to come out. It's not popular to speak the truth. Like more people concerned with getting the money. And the lectures, like, man, we had Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, Ivan von Soderbergh. That time is gone. The social media age now is more for just content and people just putting out as much shit as possible to generate enough buzz to sell whatever books, to sell fucking any type of clothing lines or shoes, makeup products. Everything is about generating a buzz for something else, not the truth. Remember, I told you guys before, I said it's what happened. I said content creators, truthers, is going to have to choose between getting paid or putting out the truth. And you see what's going on. Like I said, I deal with what I deal with because they censor my shit. I'm fucking shadow banned. They know the truth. They don't want people to know. Like they don't want. They're gonna fuck with you. Like whenever you do anything like this, and a lot of people just don't want to deal with it. I mean, imagine today being huge and putting out something controversial. Imagine if the Breakfast Club put out what I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine if they did that, something with that type of platform, put out what I'm putting out. It would change everything. They throw in little shit here and there to basically blind you from what they really are. So some shit and make it seem like they're conscious. Because one minute you'll have Charlemagne talk about consciousness. The next minute he's talking about Jesus. But he talk about the same shit. It's just a regular person don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Conscious people, we get it. We know what he's doing. He's playing the game. But to the regular person, it's like, oh, this dude is a Christian. But wait. Well, how one minute you talking about energy and consciousness and put it to the universe, and then the next minute you talking about Jesus. You know, which one are you doing? They flip flop because they're trying to show you, you know, who they are or what's going on. They can't stick to one. They got to go back and forth. Duality. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go live from Kemet when I get there. Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu is on some shit, and one of the things that's been put out there is that he's trying to set up for a third temple to have it built and knocked down so it can start a war. I mean, if they build it, you already know. If they try to start building a temple, they're gonna blow it up, and it would make sense because we've already seen these Islamic groups going to major sites that have artifacts and destroying them. So I think something like that could happen to where they try to build a third temple or build it, and then you have like an Islamic group, Hamas or somebody tear it down. Exactly. To die is definitely to live, to really live. Told you that in Star Wars. Yeah, but listen, they're not going to. So, if you guys seen the lecture I did at UNLV University, so the guys that was there, those guys were Grammy Award winners. They were in the industry. You know what I'm saying? They're Grammy Award winners, and one of them was an Emmy Award winner. So that lecture, like, I put the video out there. So in that lecture, it was like I cut some parts because it got disrespectful. So anybody at that level is not going to let you take off their plate. That's how they're going to see it. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care about black people. They care about that money. They don't give a fuck about what's going on. They're not risking their life for somebody that's not going to even, you don't get support. So they're gonna get the money, and they don't care about deception. Plus, they already got their mind made up of what's real and what's not. You know what I'm saying? So their mind is already made up that them being musicians and putting out this music is not on them. Them putting out music with that message is not on them. It's on the people who choose to take violence into their own hands. The music has no effect on people whatsoever. It's not programming people. So that's their whole ideology. Oh, it's not the music. It's these crazy people. They just doing what they want to do, and they stick with that. They stick with that. Hold on once. Yeah, it's too many people who you would think would put out the truth for the people, but the money trumps all. They sell out, and that's what's going on. They sell out quickly. It's all about that. And then at the same time, like when you know what's going on and you know this is all some bullshit, it is what it is. Like you got to go with it. You're already in. You're in. You're stuck. There ain't no getting out. They're not going to risk their life and their family to tell people the truth. Who going to look at them like they're crazy once they tell them the truth. So even if I was to go on national TV and be on some Illuminati, this and that, telling the truth, what you think gonna happen? That nigga crazy. All the media got to do is hop on there and say, hey, this guy was a crackhead. He does drugs. Whatever they got to do to, you know, steer it in a different light. And then the majority of people is going to believe that. They're not going to believe the person that told the truth. So why risk everything to tell people the truth when they probably not going to believe you anyway? They're not going to support you. Meanwhile, you have them over here saying, we give you millions of dollars to do this. And, what you think people are going to take? It's just how it is. Like I said, Dr. Ben, there's no way Dr. Ben should have needed somebody to pay for his funeral. All the shit, all the knowledge he put out, information he put out. But again, you got to remember that dude was a Shriner. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of these guys were, and a lot of these dudes that came out, they were Masons before. That's how they got the knowledge. A lot of these dudes is Masons, and the Shriners. They're in, but they got that knowledge, and they wanted to put out the truth, and it's deeper than what they know. So Dr. Ben was at the point where he didn't give a shit. He was like, he was there. He's in Egypt. He's showing these freaking Europeans how to do shit, and he didn't care. He put out what he put out because he's seen how much lying was going on. Remember, he had the whole debate with the rabbi about um, about Israel, where he was born. So it's deep shit. Let me see. I have no idea who Brother Panic is. Exactly, Erica. That would definitely, and that's what's supposed to happen. Build the freaking temple. They come against Israel, and then that starts World War III and on to the eventual apocalypse. Yeah, I'm in Las Vegas. Some of you guys are new. We walked through the whole pool area, and you guys see what's going on. We'll be here tomorrow live. It's starting to wind down a little bit. A lot more people in that lazy river earlier, but I think they get ready to close soon. I think about 5 o'clock. It should still go for a while. Let me see. I'm trying to locate my people. I think I see them over there. All right. Yeah. Still in Vegas. MGM. Yeah, man. It's like 110 degrees. I think a lot of people. It was super crowded earlier. I think a lot of people got out of the pool. Let me see. Taz, what's the deal? It's got super windy out there. I think a lot of people got out of the pool because the wind is like it picked up. Matter of fact, it's 5 o'clock now, so I think they closed the lazy river at 5. But the pools are still open. The lazy river, I think, closed at 5 o'clock. So that's what's going on. Why it's empty over there? People getting out the pool, which is too early for it to close. It's fucking hot as hell out there for them to close at 5. I think that's way too early. Ivory, hell yeah, I gamble every now and then. I sports bet. Correct. Yeah, they gotta. Let me say that again, because I was saying that before. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, MK. They got to put the truth out just in a way that doesn't hurt the agenda, and that's what I mean by rules. And they understand it. You got to put you got to put out the esoteric messages. It's one of these unspoken laws with this whole thing. The ones who know. They know how to work the camera. They know how to work the press and the media and everything like that to do what they do. And it's you always have to show that, and it's why you see them always. You see them always throwing it up and putting their hands with because they know cameras around. And by them knowing cameras around, they do that to let them know, hey, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because you're going to get favor from unseen hands. That's what I was talking about pay attention to all the celebrities that go to the wall, right? Pay attention to that. All the people that have been to Israel, I showed you guys all those celebrities that go to Israel and they go to the wall because you're going to get blessings, and they call it blessings too, from unseen hands. You're not going to see it. Just automatically, your agent's going to get that call, you got that role. Just automatically, your agent's going to get that call, you got that spot because you showed your fidelity in a commercial, a picture, TMZ, whatever it may be. You show that, and then you get rewarded, and that's what it's all about. You don't know who's who and what's going on. That's a scary way to live, to be involved in some shit like that, because you can't be you, and you got to constantly play that game, and it just you got to know what you're getting into before you get in. I think Kansas City is still favored to win Super Bowl. The Boule's role in election their role is the same as with anything. Excuse me. The Boule, their role as black people is to keep secret the people who are running shit. So they have to keep secret the white folks and the people who are above them, keep that a secret, like their identity and what's going on. So you have a lot of people in, business and in entertainment that know what's going on. They know exactly what's up, and they do what they do according to that. And that's what it's all about. Pay attention to everybody that's in the boule that has been proven to be, you know, they're all major celebrities, all big people in business or what have you. And that's their job to keep doing what they're doing. Exactly. That's something that is something that is crazy to think about. But that just goes to show you that even the president going to the wall is not in no power, which you already should know. That tells you right there. Like, okay, yeah, don't I got to go there. You got to pay homage and do what you're supposed to do. But it's also showing the people that's under him what they need to do. You like, okay, you got me elected. You put me here. Let me go show my respect. And it's always those same Jewish people there at the wall when they get there greeting them. It's creepy. It's creepy. You see all these dudes go there that's not even Jewish, but they go into that wall for what? So that tells you something about the wall. Circa is a sports book here. It's a hotel that just built in Fremont, downtown Las Vegas. It has like a stadium swim. It's one of the best sports books in Vegas. 24-hour pool with big giant screens up there where you can watch sports basically all night. It's dope. Yeah, if you come to Vegas, go to Circa. It's adults only, so don't take no kids. Yeah, Trump, the blood that we seen, you would think Trump would be missing a piece of ear or have a massive scar, something. It's bullshit. Yeah, so that wall is supposed to be the remnants of the old temple that we can't prove was ever built. It's just a wall, as far as I'm concerned. Oh yeah, I had a drink with me in my last video. Matter of fact, I'm about to go grab something now. Oh, so it's oh yeah, so the other pools is open. It's winding down there. Yeah, this place got. I tell people, go here. This place is a mess right now. I would show it to y'all, but it's like a mess. Shit scattered all over the place. But yeah, it's like a full kitchen in here, even though it's not much. MTV cribs. What's in the fridge? Basically nothing. Water, dog food. My little dog is here. Yeah, not much. Got a green tea. Mm. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and let you guys know it's possibly could be. Let you guys know if it is a time change. I'll let you guys know immediately. It probably won't be. It probably stick to 7:30. Uh, yeah, I'll probably keep it at 7:30, but we might have to make it sooner. But if it's sooner, it's gonna probably be like between 4 and 5 or something like that. But as I said, if you guys can't make it, you will get the link to download. The live. Once it's edited. Bobby Hemmett was a genius. Bobby Hemmett gave us a lot of good information. Do you have any advice for an 8-year-old from Atlanta? Oh, 8 years old, read books, stay in school, save your money. I got a lot of favorite retro games. I like Diddy Kong Racing on Nintendo 64, one of my favorite games. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, my favorite fighting game all time. Final Fantasy 7. I love a lot of retro games. I got a lot of favorites, and most of my favorites are on Merkabah Academy, by the way. Zelda, exactly. Zelda 64, amazing. The Ocarina of Time, all those joints. Zelda Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. But yeah, I'm going to get off this thing in a second because I got some work to do. I will be back. I will probably do a live again tonight. I'll let you guys know. You'll see me post it. And make sure you guys grab it. So the link is in the description. Make sure you guys grab the live. I'm not getting really that much support from for the live, so make sure you guys grab it. It's only 20. Was it 24.99? So grab your spot. Grab your spot. I want to have a lot of people on there, and I'm probably going to have people here. I'm gonna have people here, so I don't want to be embarrassed. And it's only like 60 people online. So make sure you guys grab your spot. I'm trying to make it cheap as possible. 24.99. You guys support that. The link is in the description. But I'll be back later with another live. We'll get into some information that I want to talk about. And of course, tomorrow before the event, I'm going to go live as well. So, stay tuned for that. And yeah, make sure you guys, again, grab the spot. The link is in the description. And the people who asked for a Never Pay a membership, the link is in there as well, or in one of my other videos. But we're working on getting the site straightened out for people who have problem with login. But it's good. It should be good for the most part. So if we still got issues, shoot us an email. And yeah, make sure you guys grab your spots. Thanks for coming out, guys. I'm gonna see you guys next video. Peace.